So the talent acquisitions, the policies, the roadmap, the tier 2, the hiring. So all this was of my interest. So, and mainstream was like, yes, you can do on the spot registration. So I was like pretty excited. So far, I think I've had a wonderful experience.
Hi, you're watching The Mainstream. I'm Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and this is the Pune edition, the second edition of the GCC Converge Summit Awards 2026, brought to you by The Mainstream in Pune. I'm joined by yet another GCC leader with me.
Yeah, so I'll just introduce myself. My name is Amruta, and I am the People Ops Manager for Arkose Labs India.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ms. Amruta.
Thank you.
With that being said, let's understand how has the experience. Let's lead with your experience first. What brings you to this summit, and what have been your key takeaways from this evening?
Yeah, okay, so first of all, let me compliment the entire event for today evening. This is my first event with Mainstream. I was actually one of my colleagues who also happens to be the Director of Engineering and Site Lead. He introduced me, he showed me the invitation, and he asked me if I would be interested in this. And since we are in the cybersecurity domain, and some of the topics that were being covered in today's agenda were of my interest because I handle the people operations. So the talent acquisitions, the policies, the roadmap, the tier 2, the hiring. So all this was of my interest. So, and Mainstream was like, yes, you can do on the spot registration. So I was like pretty excited. So far, I think I've had a wonderful experience. I look forward to attending many more such. In fact, I even spoke to the founder and I inquired about if they had something called as HR conclaves. And if something like that happens, I would be more than happy to attend those.
Wonderful. And with so many GCC leaders under one roof coming in from different ecosystems, how has your networking been? And anything that stood out for you in today's evening?
Yeah, so this is one thing really important. All the leaders under one roof. And I could get to network with a couple of them. The time frame was like, because there was a tea break and then just 15 minutes and you had to network. But yes, I did manage to speak to a couple of them. I did manage to connect on LinkedIn with many of them. In fact, I even gave them, an indication that, hey, I have sent you a LinkedIn invite and, I would love to speak to you offline whenever you're available. So I did connect with many of them and I do intend to remain in touch or speak to them and ensure how productive this is even after the Mainstream event.
Wonderful. Amruta, firstly, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you once again for being candid and sharing this dialogue with me. We look forward to connect with you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.